evening, my name is Andy Burgess. I'm a performance driver and conveyance group parts. We had a problem. Where do we put this? Where do we categorise it? And that's the first. No other manufacturer's really done that before. It's more assertive, a bit more just through the back here that you'll notice, wider, 6mm wider at the front. We've made our own infotainment system within the vehicle. So good evening, my name is Andy Burgess. I'm a performance driver and a product specialist for Aston Martin. As you probably can tell, I'm from the UK. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through what the DB12 is all about. Okay, now you've seen the sign here, the world's first super tyre, especially for us, to do exactly what we want to do with this car. And that's the first. No other manufacturer's really done that before. It costs a lot of money to do that. That's why lots of manufacturers don't do it. We've always done a good GT car. This is better than the GT. Just through the back here that you'll notice a little crease which you haven't got on DB11. That's telling you that the back haunches are wider. It's 22mm wider, 6mm wider at the front. The rigidity of the tub, the chassis is 7% more as well. But again, it's back to these tyres and this suspension. Yeah, that's the key to this car. The front of the car is different. It's more, the interior is completely different too.
So there we go. Thanks to the Aston Martin team, a spectacular launch of the world's first super tourer, the Aston Martin DB12. So let's check it out in more detail. Let's drive it out and check it out. This is the Aston Martin DB12. DB12 is the beginning of a totally new era for Aston Martin, and it could just be the most important car in Aston Martin's recent history. So here we are at long last. The V12 is out and the V8 is in, the power is up and the weight is down, and from the new 4-litre twin-turbo V8, 671 brake horsepower and 0 to 100 in just 3.5 seconds, and delivering 800 Newton meters of torque and a top speed of over 350 kilometers an hour. So let's check out the mag wheels on this particular Aston, 21-inch in a goldy bronze design. There we go, a beautiful mag wheels. Then we have the carbon ceramic braking package, and they are black calipers, the branded Aston Martin black calipers. We have the center logo, the new Aston Martin wings, beautiful design, and shod with the Michelin Pilot 5 Sport 5S tires. Just like the grille, they have included the oversized headlights, a new design, and let's check it out. You'll note at the top it looks like stitched leather, and then you have the beautiful little crystal lights, 6 of them in all, and then when you move down you have the Aston Martin logo included, and then further down you have the LED headlights, beautiful design, all adding to that aggressive look. Then we have the oversized Zagato-like front grille, and included below is the radar pack right up in the center. You can check it out. There we go. And then below we have that massive splitter, can be made in carbon fiber as an option as well. And then as we move round, we have that beautiful insert, the side vent with the Aston Martin logo. And then as we move down, we have the splitter below. There we go, the sill splitter, and that can also be spec'd in carbon fiber. And then moving to the rear, we have the 21-inch with the Michelin Pilot Sports. Once again, the Pilot Sport 5s, a special compound, a bespoke compound for the DB12 alone. And then of course we have the much wider rear end, an additional couple of millimeters wider, and you can see that aggressive tail end, the beautiful DB12. So let's check out that brand new drivetrain of the DB12, and don't forget we have the twin turbo 4-litre V8, and there you can see the twin turbos left and right. So let's check out the side profile of the DB12, having a specific look at the bespoke mirror design. Check these out, beautiful mirrors that are on a stalk and then on a ball joint holding the mirror and the housing itself. A beautiful bespoke design, giving it a total unique look on the DB12. And then we have the exhausts on the rear, left and right with an explosive design around them. And then, oh, let me just re-affix the DB12 number plate. Okay, there we go, just back up on that side. Okay, perfect. And then of course this incredible color on the DB12. As mentioned earlier, the oversized wings, the first time on the DB12, previously on the Aston DBX. Aston Martin has also overhauled the front wishbones and multi-link rear suspension with new adaptive Bilstein DTX adaptive dampers whose bandwidth has increased 5-fold. Out go the dated Merc command systems in favor of Aston Martin's first in-house setup. There we go. Beautifully leather stitched dashboard, new design, front vents there you can see, beautifully put together. And then of course the infotainment system, and then a combination of both buttons and touchscreen. So completely unique now to Aston Martin. They've designed it themselves. The start button is now in the center, and then of course you can select your gears with this little toggle, reverse, neutral and drive. So the whole Aston Martin, the original design up on the dashboard, has now disappeared. A really beautiful addition to the new DB12, and I'm sure this will pass through to all Aston Martins in the future. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, the massive wings, they're now on the central steering, a beautifully designed new steering as well on the And then the most exciting part of the video is the test drive in the DB12, and a very special car has been flown over from the UK for our event, a beautiful silver grey DB12, and you'll notice the UK plates, and we'll be going over the to Hout Bay and then through the Chapman's Peak and then returning to the hotel event. So here we go. Ferrari of Great Britain.
Well, that's Stroll's aim, is to turn Aston Martin into the British Ferrari, if you like.
Well, I think they're on the right track.
Yeah.
As I mentioned last night, with the Valkyrie and the Son of Victor.
And you got the Bowers and Wilkins as well.
Yeah. It's a lovely feature. I'd say that these buttons and the screen, the combination of the two is really fabulous. Because you're inclined to find that, most myself, all the buttons, and I like these little dial things, little wheels. I think there's options.
Yeah, you can have a single odometer, or you can have double. I quite like the double, that's why I've set it up like that.
Right.
You can have the nav in the centre.
So you can really customize it to
bespoke it wherever you want. Yeah. You're all in to do that actually.
So we've just pulled over on the Kaapseweg for a quick leg stretch, and we're just checking out the beautiful test car, the DB12 in matte silver. Just check out those beautiful lines, incredible, and check out that rear end, that extra 20 millimeters of width on the rear end, giving it that real sexy look. And then as we move around, we get back up to the front to check out that beautiful front aggressive grille, very Zagato-like as mentioned earlier. And then of course those bespoke creases on the bonnet, totally unique to the DB12, and that oversized headlights giving it that real aggressive look. So there we go, we're back in the DB12 and we're on our way back to the hotel to complete our test drive. Well, the end of our test drive in the incredible DB12, Aston Martin's first ever super tourer, the incredible DB12.